With respect, I rise to ask the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources the steps the ministry is taking to ensure that Future Global Resources Limited and Blue Gold Holdings Limited gain unhindered access to their legally acquired concession at Bogoso Prisia Mine, Bogoso Prisia Gold Mine.
Respectfully, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Future Gold Global Resource Limited and Blue Gold Holdings Limited are no longer the holders of the Bogoso Prisia mining leases effective 18 September 2024. So, Speaker, the then Minister, Honorable Samuel Jinapo, terminated the mining leases granted the companies acting on the advice and recommendation of the Minerals Commission and the immediate past Attorney General, Godfrey Yeboah Dame, pursuant to Article 88 of the Constitutions and Sections 5168 and 100 of the Minerals and Mining Act and Regulation 201 of the Minerals and Mining Licensing Regulations. The Speaker, the above decision was based on breaches of the terms of the company's mining leases pursuant to the Section 68 of Act 703, as I've stated, and Section 27 of the terminated mining lease agreements executed between the Republic and the companies. The Speaker, it is therefore clear that at the time of taking over as Minister, Future Global Resources Limited and Blue Gold Holdings Limited had no longer concessions at the Bogoso Prisia mine. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Member, you have.
Mr.
Yes,
Speaker.
any supplementary question?
Rightly so. Mr. Speaker, this is a House of Records. And our rules caution us to proceed with caution. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Minister in his answer is very categorical that the former minister, and he mentions him by name, Honorable Abu Jinapo, terminated this agreement against the advice of the Attorney General. Mr. Speaker, questions are asked for answers so that there will be clarity. If the minister is saying that there was some advice on record, I want to know, he should be very clear whether there was any such advice documented from the AG's office. But Mr. Speaker, I will not pursue that, but I will ask him whether he is aware that with water levels rising to 19, it will be near impossible to resuscitate the mine if dewatering is not done, is not commissioned immediately, considering the situation we find ourselves.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Honorable Speaker, the question was on the status of Blue Gold, whether or not they had a mining lease. If the Honorable Member wants to talk about the current situation of the mine of Bogoso, I think he can come with a substantive question.
Very well. So,
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Member, you got him.
Mr. Speaker, respectfully, I don't want to litigate this afternoon with my respected colleague, because I have some indication from the majority leader on some other important things that government wants to do, which will require our cooperation. But Mr. Speaker, if the Honorable Minister will pay attention to my question again, and by the way, I do a lot of preparation before I come, so don't just make the point that I have asked whether or not there is a lease. My question is to ask you steps being taken to ensure that Future Gold Resources Limited and Blue Gold gain unhindered access. Unhindered access. So I've premised my question on the fact that they don't have access and it's affecting their investment. So if I now come and ask you the question, whether you are aware that with the water level rising to 19, it will be near impossible to resuscitate the mine if the watering is not commissioned immediately. I am anchoring it on the very answer you gave in respect of the access. If the company does not have access, what it means is that they are unable to do their work. And I'm drawing your attention. One of the issues, Mr. Speaker, that they raised in their letter to the president, which the Attorney General responded, has to do with the investment which is going bad. And this affects the image of the country. They've written twice to the president. And so if I'm asking you, by way of supplementary, to address this house as to whether there would be no problem should they not get access now. How do you then tell me that I should come under substantive question? Mr. Speaker, I don't understand.
Honorable,
I don't understand.
Honorable member, I wouldn't have stopped him from responding.
Don't worry.
But
Let's make progress.
You see, we always say that we bring ministers here to respond to specific questions. And we always say that this house is a house of records. So we bring a minister here, you ask him a question, and subsequently you ask him a question which may not be a question that he has prepared. He may give answers, and it will turn out not to be. So please, let's give them the opportunity. If we still want him to respond to that, you can come by way of another question.
If it is your ruling that it amounts to a substantive question, I will yield to you. Because that is your ruling. Let's make progress.
And it's for all of us, because we don't want the ministers to come in.
Mr. Speaker, we can make progress. Mr. Speaker, is the minister aware that as a result of the company not having access to its legally acquired mine, the illegal miners are ravaging the underground operators on daily basis because the underground workers do not have access? Have you become aware of that?
Minister, are you listening to him?
He won't pay attention. He is rather discussing, you see?
Minister, yes.
Mr. Speaker, in my earlier answer to the Honorable Minority Leader's question, which was that the company, Blue Golds and Future Global Resources, their legal status, whether they still own mine, and that they should be allowed legal access to the concession. My answer was that their concession was terminated by the previous government. And the previous government gave the mine to a new company. They have no legal access to the mine. That is the answer. Now, if you want to ask questions about the status of the mine and the status of the performance of a new company that is performing, ask another question. I'll come prepared and answer that.
Mr. Speaker, it's quite rich, very rich, that the minister standing at the dispatch box is telling the whole nation that this company does not have access because the contract has been terminated. By the way, is the minister aware? The concession, yes. Is the minister aware that the company has written to the president complaining about inability to have access, of which the Attorney General's opinion is being sought? Is he aware?
Yes, Minister. Is it the president or the minister aware? Minister, are you aware?
Madam Speaker, I can only speak about communications that I'm copied. I have not been copied on any such letters.
Very well.
Honorable Minister, since you are now talking about official communications that you are copying, may I know from you whether this company has approached you, your office, as part of their effort at gaining access to their mine?
Leader, I think he's capable of answering. Yes, leader, I'm hear you.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Leader, I'm coming. Last year you were here and you were coaching. You were trying to guide. So that's the role of leaders, and you are all the same. Yes, leader, I'm hear you.
Mr. Speaker, the focus of the question, is efforts to assist a mining company or two mining companies to have access to a mine. And the minister has given an answer that those companies don't have right because that right
Has been terminated.
was terminated by the NPP government at the time when he was the leader of government business of the NPP as a government. Under his government, NPP brought a new company and gave the new company rights to that concession. Now, are you asking the minister to engage in an illegality by forcefully allowing a company that legally has no rights? So, Mr. Speaker, all these lines of questionings, I don't think they follow from the question. As to whether they approached the minister, they didn't approach the minister, and etc., whether they came to his office, they didn't come to his office, whether they went to the president, and etc. I think we should be clear. The minister has about 10 questions today. 10 questions. 15 questions, Mr. Speaker. So you should move away from that. Ask questions that flow from your original question.
Leader, I appreciate where you are coming from. I know the leaders, majority, minority leaders, we have a way of handling you. But I think the questions is such that the minister is capable of answering them. I will yield it to him. So that's why I said, if the minister is minded to respond. Other than that, we can still move on. So, Minister, the question he asked, are you prepared to respond to it? Yes.
I don't know, Speaker. I think the rules of this House on questions are very clear. And the ministers come here prepared to deal with the question as has been asked.
Well.
I came prepared to answer a question on the legality and whether or not future global resources and blue gold have legal access to a concession in Bogoso. And I came to say they don't. My good friend, the minority leader, wants me to come and talk about the state of the Bogoso mine, that's another matter altogether. Wonderful. I'll be happy to come and do it.
Wonderful. I mean, he knows it. So, Honorable Minority Leader,